Okay, we are ready for the next step where we're going to close and open the flap on these things. We have the gourd sealed on the inside and outside. Same with the lids. We have our silicone caulk smeared on the inside, bottom of the lid on the edge and inside the holes. Everything's dried. The tools you'll need to attach the lid to the body are zip ties and strong scissors, or garden snips work really well. So to do this, well, the zip ties are just standard, okay? I got a bag here of 8-inch zip ties. I think 6-inch would be the shortest you would want to go. They do have thinner zip ties, but this works well. The thinner ones might work as well. I haven't tried those. But anyway, you'll need 3 for each gourd, 3 zip ties. I'm going to move to the front of the table so you can see more closely how I do it. So, real quickly, the zip ties close like this. The end goes into the box, the flat side of the box, okay? Not like this, but like this. So, when we take the bottom of our body, we slide this in. We want the flat part of the zip tie facing into the body of the gourd, into the hole, okay? Do that for all 3. Okay. We take this, okay. It has a J on there, if you can see it. Let's see where, oh, there's a J. So, okay, we know this is a lid. We know the lid goes in like that. Great. Perfect fit so far. So we take each of these ends and put it through the respective hole on the lid. We don't close them up just yet. Let me do these and then I'll show you how it looks. Okay, so there. Now we're going to close each of these so it catches, and then pull it a couple inches tight. Not all the way, okay? And make sure you keep the lid, make sure it doesn't go in one way or the other, okay? Don't completely pull any one of these tight first. You want to do all of them somewhat gradually in stages, okay? See how it's kind of shifted? You want to shift it back. Okay? So, we've got it like that. As we hold it tight, pull that tight, hold the lid in place, okay? Get it pretty tight, but don't get it so tight where you can't later get some scissors in there, okay? So here you can see I can pull that up and get my snips through it. And also you don't want to use all your strength to tighten these because these are still fairly brittle. But you can see that lid is on there extremely tight, and also with the silicone we got a pretty tight seal. So what you get your snips, all right, and you're ready to go, all right? So that's how you seal these, all right? Now, let's go over how to clean these, okay? This is from last year. It has a nest in it. And I'm going to just cut these off, open this lid up, and then clean out the nest. And I'll show you what's inside, just if you're curious. So, and when you cut this, get some thin, okay? Don't get some big pliers and try to wedge it in here, because you will crack the shell if you have a lot of leverage with a thick cutting tool, okay? So these snips are pretty great. You get pretty good leverage, and they're fairly needle nosed, okay? Okay, so that was easy enough. I'm going to get the rain and water and feces has sort of sealed this in the heat, okay? And also because I used a poor quality, as I mentioned, sealer. I'm going to get something to pull this out real quick. Okay, so I'm getting one of the hangers that we're using to hang the gourds. Just going to put it in there, right? In one of these holes, and try to pull this out. All right? So it was loud, but it's still in perfect condition. I did not have any silicone on this, and I used that very poor quality stain, which I showed in the last segment you should not use. So I won't use this year. But you can see this is filled up with the nest. And okay. Ideally, when you pull out these nests, you probably want to do it in a more ventilated area, and don't be too rough when you pull it out. You don't want all the dust. You know, these birds have mites and other things in the feces. So if you're doing a lot of these quickly, do it outside in the garage or outside in the yard, and perhaps wear a mask unless it's windy and it's blowing it away from you. But just for demonstration purposes, that's it, okay? So we got it completely cleaned out inside. We checked the top. There's no wasp or hornet's nests up there. That's good. I don't have any that I can open for you that have a wasp or hornet's nest. But a lot of times up here, again, as I said earlier, you'll get wasps and hornets. And that may deter birds, especially if the wasps and hornets have woken up in the springtime before the birds get there. It may be some of these European paper wasps. Let me sit down so you can see me. Some of these European paper wasps are very aggressive bees. So anyway, we got it cleaned out. Now, in regards to hanging these, there's a lot of different methods. It depends on what birds and what area you're going to hang these. So we'll go into that in a minute.